Welcome back, everyone. So are you eating enough protein in your diet? Chances are maybe not. Joining us today, Danielle Domingo. It's been a while. We're so happy to have you with us today.
So happy to be back.
So she is a dietitian with Akron Children's Hospital, and she's here with different great, creative, unique ways to incorporate more protein into your everyday life. So it's the start of the new year. We're all trying to kind of work on our diets as far as, it's not like eliminating things as we were talking with our producer Margaret, but it's kind of about adding the important stuff that you need for your body in so many ways.
Exactly. Proteins are made up of building blocks called amino acids, and those amino acids are important in many body functions. So for muscle repair, when we need to digest our food, when we need to fight off illness, proteins are important for that. So we want to make sure that we're getting them in at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even our snacks.
Okay, so you're going to talk about some great ways to do that. You said before this segment, this is a whole day's worth of protein.
Yes. So if we were looking at an adult that's about 184 pounds, we're looking at the protein recommendation to be 1 to 2 grams per kilogram a day, which is about 67 grams of protein minimum. So this is how we could make that in.
So this could be breakfast that I'm holding, this yogurt.
A Greek yogurt, which
with,
is packed with protein, and then adding some almonds.
And so Greek yogurt is a really great way to go,
Greek yogurt is a great protein. And then adding, getting a salad and then even adding like some rotisserie chicken on top.
Yeah, there's rotisserie chicken in that, so that helps. And then this is a nice looking dinner.
Salmon is going to be a good amount of protein.
Yeah.
So you're looking at least 21 to 25 grams of protein in that 3 ounces of salmon. Plus you're getting a little bit of protein from the Brussels sprouts, quinoa, and mushrooms.
And Danielle, a lot of times at restaurants, you'll see it on the menu, especially during their big salads, and it'll say, here's your side proteins. And a lot of times the waiters or waitresses will say, what's your protein? A lot of people kind of opt to not add those, but it's important to add chicken or salmon or something like that as a little protein.
It's very important. Not only
to a salad,
for
especially
blood sugar stability, but again, to make sure that we're repairing and building all of those muscle tissues and making sure all of those body functions are functioning properly.
It does have to do so much with everything. So you just said there was a great article that just came out in the New York Times, and tell us about that. And then there was a quiz that you're going to quiz me on.
It was this quiz on do you know your proteins? And so some of the answers were a little shocking.
Really? Okay. All right. So we've got a few questions right now from that particular quiz. So where do we start?
Okay. So with which 2 of the following groups are least likely to get not enough protein?
Okay, so toddlers, athletes, teenage boys, teenage girls, adults age 71 and older. I'm going to say teenage girls.
Yes.
Because I think teenage girls can be going through the kind of change in life and maybe not opting to eat a lot of protein maybe.
And especially with teenage girls, if we're looking at restrictive behaviors or we're skipping meals, then we are missing out on those opportunities to get protein, especially for skipping breakfast. It's a lot of protein to make up the rest of the day.
So make sure you talk to your kids, especially. And in older people, toddlers, just make sure we get that protein in there.
Adults ages 71 and older, yes, definitely. They can be at risk for not getting enough protein.
Okay, so our next question.
True or false, you can meet all of your protein needs with plant-based foods alone?
I'm going to say true, but you have to do it cautiously.
True, yes.
Is that true?
Okay. So our plant-based proteins are known as incomplete proteins, with the exception of whole soy products. So tofu, edamame, and then also quinoa is a complete protein. But other plant proteins are going to be considered incomplete proteins where not all of the essential amino acids are present.
And
so
we have a lot here that you brought. So I want everyone to look at all of this stuff too, but that is the big thing too. We have so many people who are vegan and they do not have any meat. So they need to make sure they're really
variety
stuff, right?
Variety is key. So you want to make sure that you vary up those legumes, which is a fancy word for lentils, beans, and peas.
Okay.
You want to make sure that you're getting a variety of these different plant-based proteins, nuts, seeds, flax seeds.
And you brought this along too. This is a plant-based milk. So there are other ways to do it. Okay, next question.
Protein powders. So they can help you build muscle without weightlifting.
No, because I do I do protein powder in the morning. I put it in my coffee, but I also know it doesn't do it alone. You have to actually exercise and work out.
Yes, unfortunately, you need to have that weightlifting in conjunction with consuming protein. I think protein supplements have their place, but we can definitely get protein in the foods that we're eating and get enough of it in the foods that we're eating.
And a lot of them have a lot of saturated fat, a lot of bad fats too. So you have to be careful, read the labels. That's my suggestion, because I am really into watching those. Okay, next question.
This one's really tricky. So which of these foods has the most protein? So we're looking at a cup of cottage cheese, 2 hard-boiled eggs, a can of tuna, or a cup of milk.
I think they're all good in protein. I'm going to go with the hard-boiled eggs.
It's going to be the cottage cheese.
Really?
But granted, it's a cup of cottage cheese, but a cup of cottage cheese is going to have 26 grams of protein.
I mean, it's not that much. This is a reasonable cup. You can add in any little fruits that you want. And real quick, this last one, because they're telling me to wrap, but I just want to cover this real
Which
quick.
foods have the least amount of protein? So bacon, whole wheat bread, peanut butter, or lentils?
I'm going to go with the bread.
The bacon.
Bacon?
Actually, bacon is a fat, so think of that as more of a fat instead of a protein.
So proteins, lean protein, healthy chicken, salmon. And if people want to take a look at this, it was the New York Times, is that
Yes,
right?
plant proteins pack a punch. There was a lot to get in on this segment.
It does so much for your body. I mean, it really, truly does. And especially if you have young girls, make sure you talk to them about adding some protein in their diets. Congratulations. Someone got married in October on the 7th, so your husband's here. Congratulations to the beautiful, happy couple. We're so happy for you.